Hello, welcome to another edition of Chamber Chat. I'm Dr. Vail Garvin, President and CEO of the Central Bucks Chamber of Commerce. We are here today at NJM Insurance Company, and I'm talking to Jim Clancy, who is, what is your title, Jim?
I am the manager of loss prevention.
Now, loss prevention, I think I understand what that means, but maybe you can explain it to me and to the business community at large, because I know the Bucks County community businesses really want good coverage for loss prevention. How does it work?
Oh, good morning, Vail. Again, my name is Jim Clancy. I'm the manager here at Loss Prevention at NJM. Loss prevention is a key component at NJM. It's part of the underwriting process. So my team of 11 loss prevention representatives will go out and visit policyholders and work with them to control losses. Our goal is to help them minimize claims, minimize losses, try to keep people safe. So we work directly with the policyholders.
So if I have workers' comp, what does that mean exactly? Like, what are some of the things you do when you go out?
So workers' compensation is a mandatory, compulsory insurance. Right. Most states it's required if you have at least one employee. So what happens is my team then is involved in going out and working with policyholders on the comp side and the other lines which we can talk about, but working with them and working with the safety person or the person designated at the risk to try and keep people safe. So it could involve air sampling, it could involve a walk through the facility, it could involve training their employees. It's a real, every risk is different, so we participate with them to try to control losses. I know
NJM is known for a really great program. So you must be the person that makes all that happen.
Well, I'll say thank you. But we were founded in 1913 by several business owners that banded together in the Trenton area and formed the New Jersey Manufacturers Insurance Group. So our history, the safety of our company, and the safety of helping other risks started back in 1913. So it's grown from there. Yeah, it's quite and our department started from the beginning.
Is that right?
Yep, we've been there since.
How many years have you been here?
I've been here 25.
That's impressive, too.
Thank you.
You know what you're saying.
Sometimes.
That's for sure.
Sometimes.
Well, I'm impressed with, number one, NJM is one of our major sponsors for just about all of our major events, and so we're proud to have you as a major sponsor. But I'm also impressed with how you've grown recently. I mean, how many states are you in now?
Well, currently, I agree. We have grown. For the first many years, we had 4 lines of business. Now we're in 6 states. We're in Connecticut now. We're in Delaware. We're in Maryland. Recently, we moved into Ohio on the auto side. So we have grown. We're becoming a regional carrier. We've grown out of
Pennsylvania for sure.
And Pennsylvania, absolutely, and New York as well.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm so glad. What made you decide, what made you decide to grow so rapidly? That's impressive that a company this size is able to do that.
Over time, we realized that we needed to grow. We're a single state writer. For years that worked, but the markets have changed. Yeah, we were in New Jersey, and then after Superstorm Sandy hit, we realized even more that we had exposure as a single state writer, so we needed to grow. So we did both at the same time.
The law of large numbers.
Absolutely. We started to realize we needed to grow, so we grew both geographically and product line, and now we're doing both at the same time.
Okay, and the newest products you have out are what?
Right. We currently are writing business owners policies, and then next year we'll be coming out with a commercial package policy for businesses. Now the business owner's policy is a smaller policy for risk. It's kind of the total account solution. The commercial package policy will be a little bit larger.
Okay.
So that's what we're working on currently. And of course, that's in the various states as well. We're trying to grow into the other states. So we've got a lot going on in here.
Yeah, you really do. And I really enjoy getting to know Cam Mayo. He's very involved in the Central Bucks Chamber of Commerce. And I invite you and other members of NJM to come play in our golf tournament August 1st that we're going to have.
That would be great.
So we'll have to look at the loss on that.
Exactly.
Loss prevention. Make sure we don't get hit with the golf ball.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Is there anything else before we close that you might like to share with the business community in Bucks County about NJM?
Well, I would say that to the community, be committed to the safety. We will help with them as far as safety tips, and whichever carrier they have. If they do not have NJM, I would encourage them to look at us. But whichever carrier they have, use the carrier for their loss control. They'll help them with their safety program. They'll help them with training. They'll help them with just developing a written program so that they have. Every business can have something in place, whether you're very small or you're a large business. Safety doesn't matter as far as the size of the company. It's really the effort and the amount of time they spend on it. So, and we help the small risks as much as we help the large risks. Mm-hmm.
If someone wants to contact you, how do they do that?
Well, call the number or email. They can email me right here at NJM. I'm jclancy@njm.com. They can send an email in.
Okay.
It'd be great. I'd love to hear from them. My team's a very dedicated group of people, and in my years here, the satisfaction I get, I was really helping people. There's nothing better than watching a risk improve. And smaller risks, it's great because they may only be a family-run operation. They only may have 5 or 6 people, but that doesn't mean that those 5 or 6 people, it's not important to keep them safe on the job.
You know what? I'm sitting here thinking, what is an example of just one small company where you've gone in and helped out with risk? I
use an example of a company that had a problem with, of all things, silver. They had silver powder problem, and it was a very small risk. And it took us a while to try and figure out what the problem was. But we went in, we took a look at it, we started to figure out, okay, let's do some air sampling, figure out what the issue is. Then we helped them with controls. The guy's been a lifelong policyholder.
What was the issue?
It was silver powder getting in the skin and the nose and the mouths of the individuals. And it was, and it was causing respiratory problems. But that's just a small example. We've had a lot of examples, guarding issues.
What do you mean
people
guarding?
Guarding machines. We've gone in and helped people with, they have old machines, we'll look at the guarding, we'll help them figure out what they need to do, how to protect their employees from getting amputations. There's a way.
That's important.
The one thing I like about safety, there's always a wide range. There's always a wide, there's COVID-19 is obviously the big thing right now, but there's been a large range of issues over the years that we've tried to help people with.
You're a helping company.
We try.
You are.
We try.
I admire that.
We've been around, like I said, since 1913, so we try.
Thank you, Jim, so much.
Thank you, Vail.
For this interview. We really do appreciate it.
No problem.
Thank you again. We'll see you at another chapter of Chamber Chat.